things fairly quickly over towards A.
Yeah, make no mistake about it already. See the Prowler, the Boomboard all being sent into the A side, but that Viper Orb just stopping them in their tracks for but a moment at a late.
Okay, Cam. I got it.
Making sure that space is still gained as well. You can see it's going for a bit of a split now into Art. Held down for the time being. But the players up close and personal. Yeah, this is going to be a battle being taken. Smoggy! You're getting 3 in the mix.
What the fuck?
That is just unheard of.
It's just weird. I see nothing.
Dude, 3 people just died randomly.
Okay.
Not just yet.
Good start.
Down to Benkai. That 1v3.
He's worried about a flank, but flanks on
GG.
so difficult.
Chat never
It's a long,
changes.
long way to push all the way down.
Doesn't matter what happens on pistol, just as long as the round ends, GG. Doesn't matter what happens.
Spread out a little bit on the map.
As long as we reach the conclusion.
Smoggy coming in as the substitute, picking off 3 with a ghost to start. You can tell EDG have got the talent. Here comes Benkai, gonna have to take a duel against nobody to cross this angle.
The player cams look bigger.
Ready and waiting, bit of a
The overlay looks different as well, right? Looks cleaner.
To work with round.
And nobody's got
Damn, the overlay looks kind of fucking clean, no chat?
Angle through a link.
There's enough chaos that's
Wait,
been sown. You're right, Josh.
Does it now show their credits when they're dead? Didn't you do that, did it?
No, it didn't.
Oh,
the small things, the small things.
He's got players all over
that's
it.
good, I like it.
That's fucking huge.
It's so clean. The ghost headshots coming through there for EDG.
Wait, this fucking overlay looks clean as fuck.
To start things out in Champions. This is a team, Brent, that no one really knows what to expect.
It's like such minor changes, but there's stuff.
You know, Paper Eggs
let's see how it progresses.
Second place team from Copenhagen. They're always better at every event. World-class team. And EDG, yeah, they stomped the East Asia LCQ, and they clearly have talented players, but there's just still so many question marks, so much mystery, and that will calm the nerves a little bit.
Get a pistol win. Sets them off on a beautiful start.
I don't know what Viper wall I was expecting CT side, but it wasn't that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems
I don't
straightforward.
I don't know.
Off to the side to see if they could catch out one of the players.
And also that Smoggy involved with it too. They're getting kind of involved in these set plays. Clearly hasn't pushed away their preparation too much.
Oh my god!
Putting up the angles, though.
What the
taking
fuck?
names, taking weapons as well, working away.
They're just jumping across.
Nobody gets 3 here.
They are contained though. Bit of damage being
Marshall.
done. Pulled apart, it feels like.
Oh, they're fucked. They're fucked.
I jinxed it.
Oh, Spectre in his hands. Okay, he needs to watch for that. He heard. Obviously, that rendezvous.
You heard him, but doesn't know where you heard him.
Teleporting right to the top side of things. He does have the spike in his hand as well, so
he's gonna get a free plant here for sure.
Will be.
No.
But Forsaken
doesn't
I
plant.
just don't see a way that he's gonna be able to win this. 0 bullets in the headhunter.
This is intriguing.
He
going
has
for
to
the
push
win.
deep here. He's in a 1v2 where he has no clutch
Unfortunately,
potential
probably not the
due
right
to
play.
only having a classic. So being able to get the jump on somebody here and find a timing on an A anchor would make this round winnable. Unfortunately for him,
There's no way he
nobody
kills his
anywhere
fade here.
close. Look at the positioning of Chishu and nobody.
Forsaken's common right now. I was like, I don't know where the fuck
Just
I am.
ready
I've
to
never played
pounce
this
at the
map.
post
Yeah,
I think
that's
this
what
is
we're doing here.
not allowing
How did I get here?
free 1v1s.
It's not really a safe plant position either. Onto the B side, you can see all the noise
I hear
he's
someone
making.
getting loud in there.
That's a cleanup.
And both rounds have ended in the same way, with nobody pushing into a clever position, allowing the player to get the plant off, and clutching it out. These EDG players are not just all laying no
plant. Yeah, I
That
mean,
would
he
be
obviously
such
didn't know
an
about it.
unfair
He had a free
characterization
plant.
of this team. Nobody in particular has been extremely impressive when I've been watching him in terms of how he
I feel like Riot.
and how he takes
Man,
fights.
I feel like Riot are gonna bust out all their
definitely most
all their
excitable player on
secrets
the team,
this
getting into
event,
it already
like that they've been
and
holding
picking up
out,
an operator.
Up close position there.
like production wise.
To be cleared out with
But
the
let's see.
Prowler.
I have no
Not
idea.
just Prowler.
Off to the side, this angle needs to be
You saw
Oh,
dude. He saw the arm of Astra, got confused, like.
Claw being
Whoa.
sent through a bit of a jiggle peek, but that was a
That
jump
was the
peek
widest
from
jump spot
Forsaken.
ever.
He's so aggressive. Shot still being found, and yeah,
Nice shot.
Hang is going to be unrelenting with the positionings that he's taking. He's going to make sure that he's punishing you. You don't expect those risky plays every game, though. These guys are on top of it all.
Yeah, already on the flank, managing to get a trademark as well.
Holy
and Kankan's
shit.
picking him off.
I mean, an absurd performance. Absolutely absurd performance. Bonus round going to be
Bonus
secured.
round?
I was not
Now it's
expecting this
actually
one, Toby. You look at the
GG.
starting
People were
lineup as
spamming
well.
GG after the
Perfect.
pistol, but now it's
Perfect.
really done.
Smoggy in this
Wait, let me
lineup.
turn down some just a
Yeah, a player that
notch.
hasn't been playing with them, by the way. This isn't a long-time substitute. This is a new addition, but it's Kankan that brings out this bonus round. Basically, the only player that had a gun worth buying.
This gonna sound really dumb, but what is
he's
EA?
so aggressive and active. I think the percentage
What are you
play
referring
in
to?
those kind of rounds
It
is
said.
to try and get one.
Oh,
and then
that's
CQ.
He's playing
Okay.
towards that B side.
That's
Really
basically
long
ever.
sideline angle.
Yeah.
So how do you offset that? How do you play around that?
And I think that's quite difficult with PaperX's comp. You heard the desk talk about it, Mimi in particular, where she was saying there's two different approaches here. You go for the Viper comps, of which EDG have one variation. We've seen other teams, you know, or we're expecting other teams to try different
Oh my
types of
God.
Viper comps. Or you run the Raise Fade with the Astra. And the Raise Fade with the Astra is not very good at pushing back.
They're making this shit look CT-sided as fuck.
Of course, they only have pistols this round, but that's my point exemplified there. You just don't have the utility.
The worst
across
part
such
about
an
this
open area
map
and I think that this is going to mean
is when you get an off CT side, because then B is just like locked down.
A lot in
I
I
feel like you
don't-
have
I
to
don't like
off to
that.
be long.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Possible.
I don't like how you have to have
corners.
an off.
Yeah,
You're going to be
I
clearing
agree.
out.
I think at some point they're gonna change
I'm
it.
sure that you
Yeah.
are showing a lot of discipline when it comes to clearing out these areas.
Another little element of this area of the map too. You can see as PaperX try to pop in here, there's so many
Like
different
it's either
trap
off
ways
or
that
you
EDG
push and get
could
control.
run.
Damn,
with,
look
like,
at that
3
observing,
people,
though.
but then you just spread
Push
yourself
down.
thin.
They can
Yeah.
still get
I don't
flanked
know.
through that mid to A connector.
They're pivoting, but the trademark's still up. They're going to be aware of this one, assuming it doesn't get broken, but there we go. Oh, it gets off. Okay.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that's unlucky. That. Okay, still. Hang wishes to take a bit of a fight
Oh,
there.
ballsy.
Oh, it's
Bit of
Ooh.
judgment,
They
a bit
actually
of a
got
push
away
through
with
the
that.
smoke.
That
How
was
long?
I'll buy
Getting away
Vandal
with
Hot
3
Wish.
there.
He's converted. Finally. Finally.
I'm done. I'm done.
These players.
No way he was gonna ult there.
Thinking
Actually,
about
he's
unleashing
fortunate
the
to die
Nightfall. I
that
think
fast.
would definitely have been a mistake, but for a
I
moment
can't believe he
thought it
gets
was
through
winnable.
there. That's actually
PaperX,
nuts.
it's about this next
let
round.
me
That's
see
what they
this.
took the timeout for.
Absolutely.
Ooh, look at the ult ready.
Look at how long
That's new, right?
Making the push through the smoke.
Wait
Finds
until it goes
spray
down.
transfer. And then gets onto the
I
third.
have never seen a team that has
Oh,
more
that is new.
consistent
That's
spray
sick.
transfers
That's
than
sick.
Edward
It's
Game.
very, it's much like,
Every
it's
single
much
one
more
of these
obvious
players
now.
Still is capable of pulling
Yeah.
out some magical moments. Do you
Damn.
It's a rarity in a lot of
The
other
small
regions.
changes that we
So let's
pog
take a look
over.
at PaperX. Are they able to stop the bleeding here? All of their players up to
That makes it so much better though. It's so clear who has their ult.
Flash over the top. Nobody's not supportive of it though. It just about fades away. Still Smoggy wants to take the fight. In fact, they're being backed up.
Wow.
Jinju with the spray down.
Oh.
He's grabbing 2. Benkai eventually removing him from the fight, but a bit of timing. Game of cat and mouse
122.
around the
It's a
smokes.
1v2.
Forsaken takes away Kankan, removes
for
him from
it?
the
Is he
fight.
good for it?
All up to Howdong, the IGL
Spike planted.
for Edward Gaming.
Hardong looking to try and spot Forsaken. Knew that Forsaken was lurking through this area of the map earlier on.
What?
Still with 3 stars to play with. And
Hey,
Hardong, he's
Audio?
able to get
Audio?
a spray down through
Audio?
the box.
My check.
Audio, my check, yeah.
One of his targets found.
Bro, that's
Versus Benkai though. Stars drop down.
That's
pulls
a great
it back.
smoke.
What's
Yep.
going on?
why not just go with your
force?
teammate?
But he knows where the positioning is for both of
Why
them
not go
now.
what?
The Seas is going to be
Go with his
grabbing onto
teammate.
it. Howdong
Oh,
has
yeah,
no
the
audio
2v1.
cues.
Yeah, no, I
Hold-
agree.
Hold each other's hands.
This post plant
Back,
was
short form is gonna be
questionable to
smoke
say the
popped up
least.
now.
You wall here.
Benkai playing so far back
Wall
here.
here.
You have to, bro.
Back trying to
Yeah.
spray through
I
this
don't
one. He's
know.
only got
I will-
half.
I
Howdong's
probably
going to be
would've, but-
sticking
Oh my
Oh my god!
god!
I will never say anything.
That's an unbelievable clutch from Howdong.
No way.
Taking
They
it.
threw
It's fine.
that.
In a
First
straight up
match
fight against
jitters. It's
Forsaken.
fine.
And then outplaying.
It's also
Benkai
fucked because
towards
his
the
first
end.
map on Pro where they probably don't know
Yeah.
shit about
On a
them.
roll.
Yeah,
So they're,
true.
like they probably don't even play the map for
This
starters,
is so
Yeah.
but also they don't know
Look at that
fucking
spray transfer
anything about the
again.
other team.
And something that
That's fair.
PaperX are so good at is trading.
Wait, if this
each
was
other
right-hand
out in
model,
those
he
kind
wouldn't
of
have seen
moments. You do not expect the PaperX players to
That's
trade
wild.
out
On that first
and
skill?
be on the worst
Yeah,
side of
yeah.
that.
When Forsaken was
They
peeking
went
that box,
3
if he had
for 3
right-hand
in that
model,
situation
he
when
would not
normally
have seen
they
him
power
like
through
peek the
teams.
shoulder there.
Edward Gaming's
Yeah.
play style.
It certainly
They
is.
are always ready to trade out additional firepower right behind them. Even if 2 of their
Why
players
can't I
go
just put
down,
my
they're
my
scared
gun
to
in, like,
commit
the
bodies
middle,
into the
you
fight.
know?
It's the thing that powers them.
Imagine.
like CS.
You don't want to block anything.
LCQ.
And look how much PaperX are having to focus on the A site right now. Just thinking about how their composition works.
They're showing who has the
Forsaken
spike.
Prodding towards mid, being that lurk player. Here comes Jingo with a showstopper, looking to try and clear things in. Rocket in the mix.
Yeah,
What
you're
an
right.
amazing null
Oh, they have
control
a
from
spike
Smoggy.
icon as well on Astra.
Just takes away the show.
On the right
But he
side.
still looks down
Yeah.
the one angle at Art. Bit of a pop flash play as well. Go around the corner. Might even be trying for seconds, but he bides his time. Bit of patient play now. He's managed to push back
A lot going
the
on.
offensive.
And EDG with a 4v3 situation.
Oh, the tether.
Stuck.
I mean,
Information gain.
just all of the info about where Devi is playing.
Look at him. Up top on the
Completely
half
stuck.
wall. Device position is known. It has to chip in.
Whoa!
Flick. What is
You would
that?
think that would work
By
too.
Mindfreak.
I'm gonna jump spot, you peek from there. It's kind
That's a
of
slow
cool,
fair
but
drop down,
yeah, it's fast
course.
as fuck.
What a
Left in the
fucking
patch of playing out of
30
champs, but
seconds left.
I mean, Kang's making the agent just look absolutely unbelievable still.
One more
Oh
time.
my god.
Forward, there isn't going to be a swing just there. Damage! Oh, it's
Big
done.
res.
Resurrect is online, a bit of consideration before he lets it loose, but now down to that 2v1. Still time running low, an opportunity for Howdong if he does
Damn.
disrupt this, but
Might
no
have a good
stars to
timing.
pull off the plans.
He might
Howdong
have
for
amazing
another
timing
1v2.
here. Can he get there in time? No, not quite.
Got that one, knows the other one's at default, but it's
Hold
going
the
to be
line.
double face from Paperex. What a difficult ask. The movement, it's a slight sidestep, a reload.
It's just there's no way they lose this.
Right? That's how I feel too.
Just trying to
There's
make
just
sure.
no
When
way.
we say that, he's gonna
So if
fucking
he
double
gets
kill
even
himself.
one kill. Smoke laid down, sprays it through 9, left in the clip, but eventually shut down and finally
Whoa,
around.
that's how they
on the
lose.
board
Pop and
here.
swing, that's
how
what
they
I-
lose. What he just
He
did
by
right there.
himself?
That is how they lose,
Adventurous
man.
to make something happen. And
That's
the
two different
one
pages.
slip
One
up
guy
there
wanted to
for
go back, the other
EDG
guy wanted to swing.
Is Kang hunting for duels that he doesn't necessarily.
It's crazy how
expect.
easy it is to make a
Take
simple
look at the
mistake like
replay
that
they
too.
played.
It is,
The
yeah.
whole situation
Like in a
was
split
perfect
second.
there. The swing
Yeah.
from Chichu is exactly as Jing loses his showstopper, but Kang goes for another
It's
one of
impossible
those
to be
big
perfect, in my opinion.
flick
I don't think
off
any
kills.
player is.
Misses it
You have to be
that
on the
time.
same page, I
And
guess.
allowed
Like we have
Divine
to. I guess if both people have it in their
shoot
mind to
in
play
get
together,
his
then
resurrect off.
Mhm.
The LCQ team should be at a disadvantage on this map. They don't look like it.
It's an excellent point. Should not have had much time at all.
oh, it's for injury.
Oh.
Oh, okay, I see. I
Nope.
see.
Pressure. You can see that
Nope.
despite
A
being
judge in the
5-1
Viper
up,
ult?
that
Nope.
single
Sorry.
round that Paperex have won
Yeah, this ult's
has put
fucking.
EDG back onto
Actually,
good. I don't think you're
These
getting by
liberties, though,
that.
that are being taken with the Viper's pit drop down in A
yeah,
main.
it's kind of tough.
And all the information being gained. Kang's pushed
And they
so
still have
deep
two
in.
guys
The
art.
mid is relatively compromised here.
Smoggy making sure to get rid.
This box just gets spammed, no?
Allowing Howdong to stay in this tough position.
Double bangs! That's going to be the face, though.
But here comes Kang. All of this.
It's crazy how
all
they
of this
won
delay
5
from the rest
straight
of the
and they're
team
on
allows
a
him
shit
to get the
5.
timing.
Just making a bit of noise.
Yeah,
and
that
it's
is
gonna be
true.
the Kill picked up.
It's
Still
wild.
Mavericks are in control of this mid
close rounds.
area. Spike was dropped down. It looks like they are starting to vacate back through mid. Still have control of it. Haven't broken the
fade.
trademark just yet, but they know it's there. It's been in play for quite some time, and it's up to nobody. See if he can wrestle off a couple of shots. The angle's lost.
What?
At the end of the day, what is
What?
that? A flick of the wrist.
No
And Jing
way he
removed from the
wins
action.
that.
One way to punish him.
What
And now we
the
get a chain
fuck?
battle
30
in mid.
seconds left.
Forsaken with the tour de force.
That was
He
crazy.
reads
That was
away
actually
from Kang.
crazy.
But can he read the second player?
No,
coming
these
from the
guys might
same
be
direction?
insane, dude.
Is there any
Not might be,
hope
they
here
are
of Chichu
insane.
being able to get this round on the board, not after a bit of bulldog spam coming through the doorway. Chichu's given away his positioning.
Yeah. And Forsaken should be favoured in this fight, obviously, with the tour de force in hand. Easily done.
And Paperex pick up another one.
Okay.
Clean anti-eco, despite the best efforts of Kang and nobody. Already, Brent, we're seeing this individual talent from EDG.
Yeah.
The flick
Check his
shots have
PC.
been absurd. The
Check
spike
his fucking
transfers
PC,
already.
The
dude.
question for me, I think, as well coming into this, how were Edward Gaming going to be competing against the top talent of international competition like this? They played against talented players before. They've shut down talented players, but when you're on the global stage, when you're at champs,
It all gets harder.
it gets much harder. And were they able to keep it stepping up? Are they going to still play with this confidence? The answer so far has been yes.
Once more, Paperex looking towards A. Their composition doesn't have answers for the B side of the map. You saw that with Kang pushing up in the prior on the Thrifty.
What do they do with
This
this
time
Astro
he's
Wall?
playing in mid. He realizes Paperex are not going to walk into him. And that is just
Both
info
teams,
for another
I guess.
Kang peak.
Yeah, both teams. Well, the one guy's had it for a while, right?
Forsaken's under crazy
Yeah.
pressure,
Howdong?
and he has to rendezvous away.
It's round like
Could be watched
3.
though by Mindfreak. Smart enough to back away. Still works his way into a bit of a deeper angle there off to the side. Being swarmed by multiple.
This guy's a Giga Chad. Doesn't even have a TP.
Does not have
Middle
any
is
sort of
open.
100%. That goes for
Three
the repeat.
peaks.
This guy is
He's crazy.
just
God.
But now the util dump onto the A side. Players working their way
We
through.
just wouldn't understand,
Crowd
you know?
horn being broken down as well. Gonna be that
Crazy.
1-for-1 at the end of the day.
Oh my god.
Taken all
Oh
over,
my
but Spike is still going
goodness.
to get planted now onto the A side.
Spike
Forsaken
planted.
making sure that just slight
I love these
angle over
fights.
the wall.
This is an aim-lapse workout.
One.
You're kidding
After
me.
another, the bullets just being spammed out.
That's just
Bit of
not worth
distraction,
it.
though. Time for Hold on to work his way into the back of the site.
Oh.
Somehow gets away with 2, but only just now.
Damn, Forsaken
Is
was
the wall
feeling
being
it.
broken. Forsaken makes sure that he doesn't lose his confidence.
We got a
Takes
game on
this
our
one,
hands.
takes this one.
Yes, we fucking do.
And after the
It's early in the
5-round
fucking
lead
day.
that
It's gonna be a
EDG put on the
long
board,
tournament.
Paper X have answered back with 3.
Actually, it is a
2 of
long
those
tournament.
being gun rounds.
Imagine, dude, CSGO does a 3-day event. Valorant's doing fucking 3 weeks.
And really, it's the same kind of thing happening. Paper X are being able to get onto the A side, trade out effectively, and play post plants with advantages.
Wait, this guy brought his hotel towel with him.
So timeout for EDG. How do they want to address this? In reality, they've actually been pretty good at adjusting their defensive setups.
Yeah.
For 5 rounds, what they were doing was working, so they had no need to shift it. Thrifty came in, Kang pushed B, that added a different flavor to the round. This time around, Kang was playing aggressively in mid off the back of nobody, and I thought that would
Insane.
be reading it.
I haven't
after the
even gotten to
timeout.
like go
What a
through
gorgeous
myself
call by
because
Alex Obenkai.
I literally went to sleep and woke up, and here I
so
am.
big,
Like,
honestly, that when you commit this many players over towards one of the extremities, one of
No
the
break, yeah.
positions, they're not going to be able to help out the players who are locking down B, but it's up to how
I got the read.
We'll see what they can do. Teleport back.
what is that angle? Is that a new one?
Someone's lucky to
he's
get the one
tucked.
there.
Taking that.
Second
that a
round
I'm
of
duo?
probably
EDG.
gonna die there, but I'll try it out.
Yeah, that's
I feel like I'm gonna get fucking owned. I don't know how I got one.
So do we commit to this one?
Slow being sent
Do that with
through.
chamber with a TP. Don't
Not
even
many
move.
bullets left in the chamber of
What's
that
that
one. And that's going to be
Oh.
just a quick tip tap there of the Vandal at play. Okay,
Spike
sidestep with the
down B.
movement there. They're going to be smoking off the trademark, but Mind Freak hears it.
He hears
So-
it.
Not gonna work.
Knows
That's
exactly
just not
what's
gonna
occurred.
work.
Does he expect a second play? The answer's no.
And Chichu with another opportunity for a clutch. In the 1v2. Chichu is actually the player left in the clutch scenarios, the 3rd most in the tournament. He is so comfortable in these kind of spots. Wins almost 20% of them for EDG. But in this one, he's got a massive health disadvantage.
It's not exactly favoured.
Shout him out, Krabby.
Snake bite sent into the back there of elbow. Wants to try and isolate one of the fights, but it's
Krabby was there was
a
a Easter egg in the video. You probably missed it.
Forsaken's able to take contact.
I got my drop. Let's go.
Well
Nice.
from
All right, it's
Benkai,
working.
so
Dexterity confirmed.
very winnable for them. And so far, Paper X on a bit of a heater after burning both of their timeouts.
Definitely worthwhile getting those 4 on the board. EDG's aggression on A, though, didn't get spotted. If I'm Haldong thinking about how to IGL this round coming up, I'd be very tempted to go for A aggression again. Paper X are
This shit fell
unlikely to
apart
hit
fast.
B.
I thought they were getting
That
owned.
was the kind of strat that you pull out after an opponent timeout. You're going to go back to your default kind of setup now. So I want to see EG react to this, and it looks like they're going for it again.
Still has the Astro Wall.
Aggression towards A main, as Jing also
Both
gets on the
players.
line early.
Double satchel play, flash over the top. That is on a multitude of
Isn't
targets.
like the classic
All in the way.
for them to like Astro Wall
Offset
B?
that aggression once more.
Almost
oh, this is going on.
In rank.
Almost a
In
bit
ranked,
advanced.
yeah.
That shot doesn't exist over here.
I have to respect the smoke being pulled back.
That's the only shot we know.
Wasn't certain position, no longer
If Astro Wall, you want
sure.
Astro Wall B? Sure. That's the only wall I
There are
know.
4 players here stacking for EDG.
I actually think
They
like
know this is going to
if
be an
Astra
issue.
didn't have her
Paper X
ult,
just so rarely
like
been
on
going
CT
to
side,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not a bad play. But like, what happens if
Sacrifice of
both of them have ults? They do their
Yeah.
ult, and then the Astra ult comes to the CT side, and then it's completely ruined. Like, you can't do anything anymore.
I agree.
You just
Maybe
cut
it-
it off again, right?
Maybe it's what he's saving it for actually this whole time.
Maybe,
'Cause
maybe.
he's been holding on to it for a while.
If you're planning to pivot into a B hit, I don't think there'd be any reason for you to still be in this area. I think that's good info that EDG can keep 3-4 players here. These star setups are really cool from Mind Freak.
My God.
Being dropped down, but not enough done before ahead of the time to try and burn down a bit of the Viper's fuel. So that orb is going to be blocking them up
30
at the choke
seconds
point.
left.
So late lurk there through Art.
The question is, which do EDG commit to? Do
Pick
they
those
stop
back.
the site hit or the lurk?
Forsaken's just going to be taking a fight right to them once more. The flank is going to be shut down. It's going to be a resurrect in play. Benkai's making sure that he shuts that down and holds it down still.
Oh, you heard him, I
Maybe
think.
the spike has to get planted now with 11 seconds onto the
10
clock,
seconds
and Mind
left.
Freak was capable as well
Spike
of watching
planted.
just a deeper position that was being pushed up on.
Last player
Vice
standing.
position given away, and Kankan with the trade early.
Oh.
Lovely shot as well, positioning gained from the haunt.
And Jing does not let him get away with anything. Paper X have tied it up after being down 5 rounds in a
5-0 to
row.
5-5.
This comeback has
Yeah.
been nothing short of excellent and exactly what you would expect from a team.
I thought it was going to be a
quality
13-0 the way it was
Paper X.
going.
Not allowing things to rattle them whatsoever and halting the momentum of a team that, I mean, when we...
Nice.
When we had heard interviews with EDG coming into this, they talked about the fact that they would probably be nervous in this first game. Getting onto a 5-round win streak is massive for them.
What?
Yep.
And now,
Yep.
some of the momentum.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, it's an entire.
I love that shit.
Extra bodies are going to be met at the top side of B.
Audio,
You can
much
feel the utility just being
gone.
tossed out to the side. Smoggy's in a world of hurt right now. They dropped down to his feet, vulnerable on top of it, but nobody.
Fucking Alvin
still
got
with the Marshall in his hands,
OBS control.
holding for a bit of a wide swing on top of it. This is particularly dangerous now.
All of these rounds end up coming down to the wire.
Right inside of the smoke.
With a Marshall.
I mean, up close. Forsaken is low enough now, and the body shot might
You
be
do that
able
with
to
a
do it, no.
classic, you know? I don't know.
Definitely play a
His
classic there.
target. But a gun has been acquired. Chichu working his way out of back, and this guy, he is a clutcher. He's known for it. Spike. Planted. Mindfree tries to take the fight as well. Down to that 1v1.
The Altus? For sure,
Chichu
right?
has the Viper's Pit to work with here too. Worried about Forsaken peeking in from that back elbow position.
Oh,
there goes the
yeah.
pit. How does Forsaken respond to this one? You want to try and
Has
get
to
in the
play
pit
inside.
early if possible.
He has to, but
Damn, he
just
walked right
I feel like
out.
the only way
too
you beat a
slow.
Viper ult doing
That's going
that
to be the
is you
6th round
just
here for
like
Edward Game and Chichu.
literally
Too
do a
consistent
walk
the
in
clutch. Great
directly on that
decision-making as well to
person.
isolate
Yeah.
the angle
Literally
of the
walk
fight.
straight at
With the
them,
Viper's
you know?
voice coming out into elbow.
Last round.
Either that or hope for a spam. Like, I
Chichu
don't
is
know.
in these positions so often.
Oh my god.
The people left in clutches the
I think
most
that's
are
some- yeah, I think that's really
Chichu
hard.
and then Shao, Scary, you know, like big names of the
I wonder he
clutches.
kept the fucking Marshall.
And
Each of those
Chichu has
shots.
been good for it
Jesus.
domestically, within China, within East Asia.
Yeah,
Is the
baby.
momentum you need.
The guy in the back.
Into the final round, into the next half.
Imagine that's what he said.
EDG put a 7-5 together here.
It's a great Red Bull clutch to start things for them.
What the hell?
Both chambers with the
Production's
tour de force.
a
It looks
mess
like
right now.
Paperworks might be faking a bit of B control right now.
In my
The
chat,
Spike's
what
still in
happened?
top mid. I don't think this is going to be a commitment over towards B. The idea just being to pull the EDG players around. Still,
I'm
3
not
of them
that much, but
looking to anchor A. Not biting on it just yet.
Still that presence from Paper X as well, as they're just poking and prodding into the mid area, hoping for players to be working their way into their line of sight angles.
Face your fear!
Made an attempt, okay, well, Nightfall's going to be coming through. That does force out the null command.
And there's still enough time here to just cancel.
Yeah, if they wait this out, Jing is going to have the
Oh, that was
showstopper,
the
but
goal.
this is an important fight to take.
Never mind, doesn't matter.
Kang!
Down mid.
You gotta be kidding.
this gun is still in the game, by the way.
Players dropping like
Yeah.
flies, and they know that the position
It's so
is contained.
fast.
It's actually ridiculous how fast it
Finally,
is.
no
You would
suppression
think it's a
at play.
glitch.
A bit of an exchange there. Bullet for the rocket. It is that 1-for-1.
Yeah, they messed up on the nerf.
Oh, he's got a lot to do.
What?
Okay.
Mind Freak. Now in
Bro,
a
I'm using
1v1
Vandal.
against
Like,
Haldon.
I'm sorry.
The IGL.
I'm
is
done
gonna
with the
be able to
Phantom.
pull out
You
a
have
clutch
to,
here.
Shroud. I feel like the Vandal is good for you.
Mind
I
Freak is
think
so
it is.
incredible at Copenhagen. Is he able to
Brainwashing you.
pull out magic again?
Stars available that obviously does not want to go into astral form. Haldon does have his own ult, and that's going to be the wall dropped. Hopefully isolated.
The wall he's been
But
waiting
it is
for.
mind games
The last
on
round, the
mind
1v1.
games right now, but
He's been holding on to it
Astra
all
versus
game.
Astra.
How do they want to take it?
You do not want to be playing mind games against Mind Freak.
No. Star as well as in position. There's going to be a pull for Mind Freak.
The star on the spike indicates an A main positioning here, I think, for the post plan. But Haldong is still
Wait, how's he
towards
reading that?
Secret. He's got the right read if only he commits.
What a play, dude. What a fucking sick play,
It is
right?
the wrong read.
That was
Mind
sick.
Freak has played that impeccably. 4 kills in the round for him to finalize this half. And it's even
That was like a
up there
1v4, I
for
think.
Paper
Or
X.
1v3. Yeah, it was that one.
Absolutely outlandish stuff that we've witnessed here. And a Red Bull clutch.
This play is amazing and just gets Paper Rex right back into it for Eva. What a shot. What a play.
Jesus.
And Mind Freak managing to get the clutch out the end there.
How many NA teams in champs? 3. X at 100 Thieves Optic.
These players. You can feel
Oh my
the watch party back in Singapore.
That's too funny.
Huge scenes all around. That's going to do it for the first half. Send it down
Too
to
hyped,
Alice.
man.
Let's
The
go down
microphone
the
couldn't
edge.
catch it.
Thank you very much, Brett.
Over a kill per round by a long shot
Meeting a rap.
in that first half.
Köfte.
And he's going to be required to open things up here. You don't
Which
want
is
to put
like,
too much pressure on your substitute.
meatball.
Smokey.
Turkish meatball.
What he's going to be facing. Fight potentially kicking off in art as well. In fact, yep, the players, they want to take it. Not afraid of any sort of aggression from both of these teams. It's very purposeful at that, and look at this, still. Double doors locked down, it's going to be almost a triple face.
It tripped
as well.
me and fight all art. Literally.
Regain control of it.
That's all 5 players from Paper X.
I don't even get by that.
Yeah.
I do the same
Way
trip,
more than
dude. You
EDG
can't get by
were
it.
Expecting to have to deal with.
Yeah.
And any reactive play into B off the back of the Viper wall.
He
that
walked
doesn't
by
have the
it,
spike.
got caught, and then shot
I mean,
at
there's
him.
just nothing to be done here. Paper X are all over it.
And there's
Chichu's
so
going to have to
many
be able to
angles.
pick off Benkai just to start this.
Chichu
one.
kills
Has
3
to
here,
start
watch.
here, doesn't it?
Toxin screen down.
Slight
See?
angle that
Jinxed.
Benkai is holding means that, yeah, all up to countdown
my
with 40
God.
seconds left. They should know the positioning as well, I believe. Trademark was killed off over towards B.
Yeah.
They know that he's lurking
Holy
deep,
fuck.
potentially behind them in the alleyways.
30
At this
seconds
point, it's
left.
just a numbers game. You don't even mind losing a player early just to figure out where the guy is.
Yeah, Device jiggle. That's a wide swing.
Forsaken's on an off angle.
Yeah, needs to be safe hands though. Shots are actually being missed here, but there's not a lot of time on the clock for us.
What incredible patience there from the rest of Paper X. They bled Kankang out of his headhunter bullets and then immediately triple-faced him as soon as he started shooting with the classic.
That guy was fucking... He was going to town right there.
And that, I think,
Can we get a replay on that
is one of
teabag?
the big differences between these teams, actually, is that Paper X have
Enemy
all of
remaining.
that experience to just learn when the aggression needs to be tempered.
Imagine.
heavily. Having said that, EDG have been pretty good at it so far this map. But they're going to get tested on the attack side, especially now that Paper X have taken the lead for the first time in the series.
This is where you might start to see them snowball that lead a little bit further. Obviously no spike plan here.
I think they should add fines for
So
teabagging
That's
just
so
to
much
see
better.
who's Giga Chad enough to take the fine and do it anyway.
From Forsaken, and just immediately ran on top of it.
I'm happy to give them
Like
control.
500 per crouch. 500 per crouch.
Roaming around that boombot just refused.
Just to see who fucking dares.
Load of information being gained as well, and with the double face,
Spike down
Spectres
mid.
easily enough to just chew through the bodies that might be trying to approach them. And again, just up to Chichu, who's obviously getting
Would I
this
do it?
lurk in.
Fuck yeah, I would do it.
With the spike drop down, inevitable in terms of the round. At this point, you're just thinking about what to do next on your buy.
Yeah, I think this is a good time actually to take a look
They
at
literally
the
did the
Viper
same
setup.
anti-eco
You can
as
see here how
EDG.
his Viper wall.
They're just
from
taking
Chichu
their shots because they don't know what
is
the fuck to do.
denying information for Paper X and forcing them to play B
You guys seem like they know what they're doing.
if they want to see anything. And Chichu would have to pull off a 1v5 to win this round. It's a good start for him. But Jing
I do
shuts
feel
it
like
down.
if
But this Viper wall that
EDG
he's
think they're
using
sick on this
is
map,
one of
it's
the
not
big things that Paper X were missing on
like
their
good to
attack
pick
side, 'cause
it.
allows
Maybe you save it
EDG
for
to
later on, but
pick rounds
so
where
early
they
in
can
the
try
event.
and lurk somebody
know
up
if you should
below,
play for
that.
or put the whole team contacting up behind the Viper wall there as well.
oh, they went 9-0 in the LCQ.
And so this looks like it's just going to be the same wall being thrown every time. And if they want flexibility in terms of their smokes on the rest of the map, that's Howdong's responsibility.
Who's the Edward? Who's Edward? Like,
This is the buy
is the
round.
owner's Edward?
And a pretty healthy bonus for Paper X too. Forsaken
I don't know anything
best
about
operator,
EDG.
Similarly to Kanka on the
Is
defensive
their owner's
side.
name actually Edward?
Playing it in the
That's
exact
fucking
same
sick.
spot.
He just named it after himself.
Off towards that choke point just to make sure that they can set
He
up
actually just named it Edward Gaming. What a fucking Giga Chad.
position being played as well. So far, early days for Edward Gaming. In fact, they are willing to give a lot of respect in mid, it seems.
Look at the two duelist players for Paper
There.
X.
Nah,
Jing
it's not
and
the same
Forsaken
Edward, Addy.
have so
We
much
wish.
control over the extremities here.
There's so much space.
I mean, Jing is
Edward
just
from
getting
Twilight.
monstrous information and only pays for it with a single wall-bound bullet.
LOL World Champs? Yeah, I heard they're insane
Down
at League.
to the minute mark in the
But
round.
to be honest,
It does have to be cautious now.
League's dead.
Dropped. Bit of spam through the wall.
I'm
There's
kidding.
a trademark in place still that hasn't been removed. Just trying to do a bit of a pre-fire up onto it. You can see
It's not
that's
dead yet.
play in motion. As soon as
League has a
they
strong
whip
player
that,
base. It's just not growing. It's only the same players because they're addicted.
capitalize, take
The
any
player
play
base is
down
not
with
growing.
the
It's just steady.
A fast pivot now into art as well. Space needs to
Whoever
be
we
gained.
have, we have them for
It's like
life.
split with the fragment
They're
off the
trapped.
side, making sure nobody's inside
But we're not
that
getting
zone.
any new
It's
people.
down to Benkai to see if he can grab somebody. Here comes Devi, super quick behind. Didn't check the back of the
my.
box.
30 seconds left.
Down to Mind Freak. Smoke on the one side of him. Trying to stay alive here. Benkai to the back as well. That's going to be util dump.
Smokes are coming down,
To
yep.
try and push them back. On top of that, the satchel. Spike's still not
Where are
being
you
planted.
going?
A fight. Oh, it needs to be taken. Forsaken with the
Spike down
operator.
A.
He doesn't want to overstep himself. Benkai's at the back of the side as well in secret, just trying to deny it.
10
the time
seconds
is
left.
So low now. Pinging it on the pre-fire angle, fights to be taken. But he just
Imagine.
needs to spam this and he wins. He just needs to spam this.
That's a cool idea, though. I'm taking that.
Yeah, I'm taking that too. For sure.
It's a close round, and one that EDG takes away with some very nice mid-rounding. There's another
these
big
pro
question
matches
for EDG.
is basically how
the
ranked will
rounds get
develop,
tough,
right?
when
I'm
the
surprised-
fast
I'm surpri-
plays
yeah,
don't
definitely.
work, and you heard about it
I'm
in the
surprised we don't
interview
see
that
any
Yusuf and
Odin
Lee were doing earlier.
users
When
on
the
that thing.
rounds get tough,
Oh,
when
yeah.
the fast plays don't
'Cause
work,
that
do
entire
they have
wall over there
those
is gonna go.
adjustments, those pivots
Yeah, and
in
I
the
think
middle?
this middle
And they
cafe
did
is
here.
spammable
They
too.
faked
Yeah, I
a
think most of
mid-doors
it
push,
is for the mid-site one.
immediately rotated
Yeah.
everybody quickly through art.
So you
and
could
took a
literally
pinch into
spam
A.
everything.
Played
Yeah.
the post plan with discipline.
Oh my god, this guy's got like 4 lives in
Kinda
this
married?
spot.
Oh my
Throwing
god.
flashes in there too.
Good information.
Wait, it
gathered.
worked.
Yeah, that
Wait,
is a
yeah, he's
fantastic
stuck.
knife lineup.
That's sick.
Perfectly catches
They know he's stuck
Forsaken.
now. There's even
Not
TP
only
out. We're
does he
taking
know
too
his
long.
position, but most of the time that's going
See
to
you
force
later.
a rendezvous. Not for Forsaken, though.
And he's
No?
still disrespected.
Oh, they broke his
Still holding
TP.
this angle.
Should've been.
Smoked off, but Kang's just lurking all the way through. Tries
That's
to get
cool.
the spray down for the 2K, but eventually he's going to be shut down. But it has pulled players from PaperX on the defensive side, leaning
There.
over towards that B area. And some re-clear, it looks like, as well from Jing as he's making his way through Art into mid, making
What is this?
sure there's no late look plays over towards A.
Going 1-for-1 with the chamber.
What
does
is this
benefit
pasta?
EDG.
This is a weird
Pumping
pasta,
the brakes
no?
here is a gorgeous call from Haodong. It's
think
going
we
to
should
allow him
stop
to
it.
work off the Viper wall and deny information, especially with that trademark going missing.
Krabby, can you nuke
Forces
it?
Benkai to play towards mid doors, and now Jing's got some control over mid. Benkai.
Guys, if you guys are being fucking weird, you're gonna get banned, dude.
EDG have an opportunity here to commit to B, but they've got to be quick.
And
now.
when I ban you from my channel, you get banned from every channel I'm modded in. And yes, that includes Amaranth. You're fucking banned there too, buddy.
Just one of the players. Almost trying to go.
There go your late night fucking adventures.
There, wants to take the fight, but the weaponry was just not ideal. I believe just a stinger in his hands. It's going to be this flank coming up into the top of B. There has to be a player watching this angle now, and then you have it. Not quite
Oh,
enough
big
to find the
nade.
kill, though, and a nade. Oh, that is
Never mind, I
impeccable.
needed nothing. That nade actually did
But he
nothing.
moves his crosshair away.
Jing thought he got the kill.
He just assumed he had it.
Whoa!
What a kill from
Oh
Smoggy,
my God.
and that allows him to deny the Sage Wall as well.
Portion of
free.
it blocked off.
17
People are
health,
locked in
no
though for the
shot
first
he
game,
manages to
right?
pull
I haven't
for the
really
most
seen
part
Yeah,
like
in the
sure.
first half.
whiffs or anything. Like everyone's been dialed the
much just
fucking.
already
I need these
given it
guys fucking pregame
No
ritual.
attempts to make his way over towards the spot, just seeing if he can take
Do
the
it for
guns away.
ranked.
Seriously,
Getting
like
that, though,
no
just
one's
back away and
looking
save
too
his
slow.
own rifle in the play of things. 8-8 is going to be the scoreline here. Edward
How
Gaming.
could you jinx a
I gotta
nade?
say, I think it's a beautiful time to highlight it, Josh, here. Edward Gaming. It's the first time on the international stage. They're also playing with a sub in the form of Smoggy. They're going toe-to-toe with the finalists of Copenhagen.
Yeah, and that is spectacular. Of course, Pearl is a map that we don't have any info about. We don't
That one
really
kill
know
dictated
how
that
good
round.
Papex are on this map
Yeah.
compared to the
Seriously, like he
competition.
gets that kill
I
and
can
it's
tell you that
Talking about the
Papex
wall
are
kill?
ranked, and they've got some
No,
good ideas, and they're
the
playing
raise,
info
that
game
1v1
well.
where he
And
kind of like
EDG
overshot,
are
where he whipped a
yeah.
little bit.
managing to find
Yeah.
opportunities to
He gets
outplay
that kill,
them.
it's a
This
different
is
round.
dead even currently.
EDG, they're a last chance qualifier team. They shouldn't have had a lot of time to prep on this map, on Pearl. It's the
Yeah,
opener for us, and
ban him, dude.
Clean as
Just
ever.
Oh
different.
yeah, I might be back. I might be back. We'll see.
One kill.
Does he get one more?
tip tap there with a rifle. Spam as well, going to be supplemented with a
I was testing you, man. I was testing you.
Jing, of course you
You
want to
killed the one guy with a
Yeah.
classic.
Unexpected. Forsaken. Oh, you're taking some liberties with that one, Divine.
Oh.
Wait.
Still safe hands
The
apparently with
protocol
the sheriff in his
sheriff?
hands. This
Never
is a half by a
really used
reminder.
before?
PaperX, a quick
Oh,
to
Sheriff's
answer back.
insane.
You think so?
And this could
Yeah, it's
quickly
actually
get crazy.
insane.
Divine
no
now
one
with a
uses
res
that shit.
online. There are two bodies here, but both in areas that it should be very difficult to get reses off. If you just wait for EDG to commit to a site, though, one of these bodies at least is going to open up.
You are divided.
Interesting wall.
Yeah, just cuts Divide off. I think Divide just wants to play quietly here. Just chill, play off the back of your ult. But Jing, as ever, going for it.
Showstoppers online. Does he want to
Wow,
use it? The
Divide
answer
went
is no.
around.
Saving it for a rainy day because the
50.
Thrifty is in their hands.
Fucking hate that sound when I hear it.
What a round by PaperX. Just
I hear that shit in my
showcasing
nightmares.
that they have
I wake up with a
talent
sweat in the middle of the night.
spades as well.
Thrifty. I
Both
wake
of
up,
these teams
panic.
have a wealth of
Full
it.
panic.
Jing, this re-peek onto Kangkang is absurd.
Yeah, it's demonic.
Kangkang's got the most kills in the server at the moment at 16, and Jing is so unafraid. Of course, because he's
They said it again! Paper Rex jersey is still goated.
Not to commit it over on B.
Looks like a faster play though. That's going to be no command and that nightfall. Scatters through. Gonna get a one tag. Of course, the disrespect being shown still by Forsaken, but he's gambled onto the wrong angle and kills are being found. One after the other. Benkai hiding behind the wall. This is a position that he's been playing time and time again, but does he have the teammates to try and bail him out of it? Bit of a spat.
Yeah, well, he could just fucking own them with their
Odin
right
The
there.
answer is yes. Paper Rex are coming through with the gun. Still the spike is planted.
Does he
With
get the
damage
bomb? Yeah.
more than done with the Resurrect online. It's now the 3v2.
We might see some Odin. Some more people might be playing this map. So
Just spamming
Oh.
out.
might have their own plays.
140.
Stray
Yeah.
bullets coming through.
Wow.
Chishudo
Look at
now
that reaction
he's
time.
repositioning, moving his way through a tap
Bro,
of the
Vandal
spike.
diff
That's
or
really,
what?
I believe, the pull to offset that.
Shoot.
The back of their minds, they know that nobody's going to be
Now.
on this one.
Dude,
Still
he's 1
taking
HP.
it once
Oh
more.
He's on crit
Another tap.
damage. He's on crit
Forsaken
damage.
play and
Wow.
A clutch in the end of it.
All three.
With a Vandal inside the
1
Viper's
HP.
pit.
Just
Yeah,
breaking
what
all the
the
rules,
fuck?
isn't he?
Every shot magnetic onto their head.
Check his
from
fucking
Chishu
reaction
there.
time.
And
Guy's
that,
got
I think,
50
just
MS.
shows how strong the ult is too. Doesn't matter if Chishu's in a 2v3 with 10 HP.
This guy's been inside a Viper ult. This is not his first time in there. He knows what he's doing.
But that is the final bullet in the clip that again magnetically finds the head of Benkai. Chi2 has been keeping them in this game. Kang opens it up and Chi2 puts it to bed right now.
It's very fun.
No, I didn't.
Combo. And if you use the trademark
It's
on
not there
B1,
anymore.
it's not
Fuck.
there at mid doors.
What happened to
That is
Turtle?
what EDG have decided to pivot towards.
Angle still being
The
watched.
emote's
though.
broken.
Fight
I don't
still
see it.
needs to be taken. Mind Freak with that pull. Vulnerability, I think, onto Chi2. Tries to go for the wider swing, but that is great.
Oh, Frank,
cross-head
FFZ is bugged. God damn it. Turtle's down. Turtle's down. Keep him down.
Winning in their online games where they just
Keep him down.
force the battle.
Hold.
But Paper X got
Hold.
enough to punish them for it. And now Paper X have infiltrated everywhere.
You see it? I don't see it.
Benkai all the way
Nice
into
open
the
sight. I
attack
mean,
as
it's
well.
winnable. I can see a 2v4.
Chaos just being so.
Use Watt. Use Watt.
But that's the way that EDG like it. They thrive in the chaos.
No charges.
Want to try and re-clear because obviously they're wondering,
30
okay, are they on
seconds
A, are
left.
they on B, are they in mid?
Haidong has a
Just try and
timing.
contain.
Haidong has a timing to be able to get this plant down.
What am I drinking?
Smokey could
Ice
have
cap.
tried to go aggressive,
cap.
look for a pick.
Spike planted.
This is a very unorthodox plan.
2v4, the
location
first
as
of the
well.
event.
There's no way, dude. If they time this right, like it's just not
He's
gonna
got
happen.
a great idea here.
Oh, I
You
didn't
know
see it.
Divide could be around there.
This wall's good?
Wondering now. I think Devi is aware. I think he might have just seen
Wait, what the
the
fuck?
edge of his model. Double satchel play across.
He's just satcheling in.
The aim is good enough, but he is being flanked, I believe, from behind. Player from under there. Devi actually going for the wall to try and lock off one of the angles.
Roll off
Double
backside.
face in the end. Mind Freak does win
It's
out that
fucked.
fight, and now this
Yeah.
wall
Nice
causes all
rattle,
sorts
bro.
of issues. Eventually, will fade away, but the spike is being stuck. And again, the angles watch. Mind Freak, this guy is a
This guy walled backside and went back to heaven.
Yeah.
I had
fuck.
questions about Mindfreak's performance from Copenhagen, honestly, Brian. Mindfreak had poor performances at the global level for every LAN that he'd been to before Copenhagen. And then he turned up and he was talking about how much more seriously he was taking his Valorant performance.
Yes, I understand you created an illusion to make it seem like there's multiple people in here when it's actually the same person. I understand. I already know. You don't have to remind me every day.
He's kept up that pace magnificently with a 4K in that round, the ult to clutch things as well. And Paper X are dragging a lead, kicking and screaming away from EDG. If they're able to put away this anti-eco.
Oh my, all three flash?
Wow.
Comes down with the
Doesn't
Vandals.
matter.
Paper X.
Where are you going?
They are going to be winning this one out. The reset of the aim.
Oh,
Benkai.
hold up, hold up, hold up,
Needs a bit
hold
of
up.
help, surely from the rest of his team. Down to
Get out of there,
50
buddy.
health.
I was
Oh!
probably skip
On
him
the
again.
way, but not quite.
Caught his
Warbang
tail.
takes him out. 2v2 and a fast flank from Devi right behind them.
It's so quick. The Paper
There's
X
no way they
players are
expect
flanking
this.
Instantly
Yeah,
on a map
Watch,
this
now he's gonna
large.
turn. And now he's not because I said it.
Kind of been played off, so he has
Double
to
walk-
down.
double
He's
walk
gonna be
flowers?
taking the fight to them. Just wants to try and contain.
There's a lot of
Oh.
discipline for Forsaken.
Yeah. Slight jiggle and attack on that plan as well.
What? What a shot, though, man!
The one-for-one fight.
No!
Oh, he wins it.
Dude,
once in
I
a
hate when that
round as
happens.
well.
When you see
Will
them and they
map point.
move right as you see
It's
them.
EDG with a thrifty conversion off the back of Chi2.
I don't even
clutching
blame him,
once
but it's
more.
his fault, 100%.
Chi2 is so comfortable.
But I wouldn't blame him personally.
But that never should have been given to him. He baited out a swing from Divide and just dodged at the perfect moment to throw him off.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yo, these guys.
Can't
Oh, what's
pop
going? Yo, get security in there.
Go get it, my son. Global stage. Why not? The finalists of Copenhagen getting brought to round 22.
It's more than a game.
And you still couldn't call it. Paper X gathering all of their players up towards mid, expecting to go for some kind of crunch. But instead, EDG, it's one of the first rounds where they pour players into B.
And it's a fast play. Star still being dropped down. That's going to be a pull to disrupt it once more. As they hit a plan, and now Hordes
Break the eye!
An easy spray down for Forsaken. The player's lit up like a Christmas
My other
tree.
nightmare as a jet. No one shoots my util. No one shoots my util when I'm running in.
The tide of the fight. These smokes are causing a lot of issues for
Holy
them.
fuck. Don't do it, man. Fuck the gun.
Don't get the gun.
Fuck it, take the gun.
Get the gun. Whatever you want, King.
Again, causing all sorts of mischief in the play. Nobody sprays him.
Ace?
That's 4 kills.
Is it?
Four,
Oh,
and now
fuck.
18
Yeah, it is.
bullets
For the
in the
ace.
clip.
He's aware. He's so
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
aware,
yeah,
but
This
he's
is a
dead.
wall-bangable angle.
Dead
The
as
Horde
fuck.
didn't reach.
So
It
fucking
didn't,
dead.
But he's still slightly aware. Too many angles to
Impossible.
watch for. Device should be favored. 125 health, and he knows the positioning of nobody.
He just asked his team, am I fucking...
Listen,
Nobody
he,
thinks he has
I
a
mean,
moment
this,
to
he
watch
whiffed
the
last
shot.
time. He could whiff again.
This
Oh.
one shot will do it. One shot is all it takes for Devi.
Let's see if Faber X start yelling back here.
And he gets redemption for the previous round where he should have been
Nah,
able
they're
to
just trying to
put
close it out.
Paper X
I
onto
like
that
it.
point. Finally manages to do it himself. 12-10 the lead.
That's a
here
brow wipe. That's a brow wipe for
Paper
sure.
X.
That's a brow wipe for sure.
And the fast play. This is one of the first rounds where we've seen EDG go for a fast play.
Enemy remaining.
And it did get countered. Nobody did a great job of being able to bring it
there it
back
is.
into a 1v1. But the haunt through the rifle wall, how quickly Paper X were reinforcing those B-side anchors. They
Shit.
had the read.
Just a slight miss on that protocol, I think, of who should be destroying the utility that comes through. But again,
You got drops, yeah, drops
are
are on.
That's a nightfall. Through main. It's counter play as well. It is a fake. There's not too many players. Bit of whiffage in play at the end of the
Dude, that
day.
could've
It's Edward
been you.
Gaming
That
who coming
could've
out on
been.
top. But now they have to go.
Wait.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness, they just about
Jinxed.
see him either his feet giving him away or what. I'm not too sure. Down to Mind Freak, and this guy has been capable.
He's A, run B.
Literally, look on.
Before, but gonna be leaving him. You can have A site, mate. We're not gonna be dealing with you anytime soon.
They've left Chichu here to cut off the rotate.
They're gonna be hearing this.
But what happens in a 1v3 is that
I
Mindfreak
can't
is
believe
actually
he's gonna
given
win this round.
opportunity to make it a 1v2. If he's aware that somebody could still be
And
lingering, doesn't even think about it, and Chichu's gamble pays off. 11-12, one away from overtime. And what a bizarre round that was, Bren. And it knocks the Paper X economy back down onto a rough 5. Look at how this one played out. They faked the Nightfall into A.
There's no OT. I have the
Nightfall comes out
scripts.
as
There's no
well.
OT.
And Paper X decide to
I don't
push
mean to
into mid,
spoil the game or
anticipate.
anything,
There
but
can't be that many players in mid if they're nightfalling A.
Uh,
But instead, everyone
I was
from
talking to
EDG
Riot
is
about how
ready
they want to do the script.
to collect
They
the
said they
crunch.
wanted to push the
What
distance,
a
but
massive advantage
not an
EDG
OT on the first map of the
have
day.
in this final round.
'Cause
Big ultimates
it's
online,
like they want to just get the
huge
show
economic
going,
advantage.
but not
This should be an OT
not too
map.
crazy,
They
you
really
know.
should. Expectations out the window, I think, for where we thought the map might be going. Not many people, I think,
Paper
would
X have
predict
never
pearls are
tripped
open.
mid doors, and they're just fighting it for
at all.
every round.
That's what a force going to be unleashed.
Instead of tripping it, they're just fighting mid.
Yeah. Because that's what I was thinking. I feel like
He
it's a
hasn't even
waste if you're tripping mid and fighting for it at the same time.
Free clear.
So I like this passive position.
His trips in CT spawn, by the way.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, he just threw it down.
Telling the rest of
He
his
takes
team
an
to
aggro
follow
angle
the
and then
ball
trips and
towards B
leave.
and actually
There's
play
Not
literally
this round.
nobody's there.
Look at how aggressive Paper X are again, though.
I think Edward Gaming are aware.
This guy tripped their buy.
He's going to be calling that it was a deep prowler.
Oh.
That's
I mean, he
fucking-
doesn't
That's-
realize this time.
We gotta agree, that's too
Absolutely
crazy to do
everything
that.
here.
Like at least like
Right in
deeper
their
in A.
faces, a fight being taken, and of
Stinger,
course you're
dude. I
favored
never
there with
use
a
this
stinger.
fucking gun. I never
With an
will.
exchange of weapons as
So
well to the
good,
ground. That's going to be an
actually.
upgrade
Oh
for
my God.
Benkai.
Yeah, I need to give it
There
a
with the
shot.
C's, but at the end of the day, they do have that positioning, and time is running so low now. Down to 40 seconds.
Oh, you
Look how
just
Paper
spray
X
close
go from
range,
being
right? That's all it is.
Extremely
Yeah,
aggressive
yeah,
up
it's
in
so
mid
good.
to
You really
abandoning
beam
it
people.
completely. They can play with the time,
Really
with the
smart.
player
30
advantage.
seconds left.
And EDG have to worry about all of these spots.
I gotta try this gun out. I actually
They
never tried
had
it.
everything to bring this to OT,
Find you.
and suddenly it looks like it's slipping away from them.
Just turned on its head, it feels like, but with the Vipers bit down, there is a potential opportunity. tap at a spike, but time is running so low on top of this, and Forsaken that tour de
That's
force
fun.
earlier.
That's GG, what that is.
Spike dropped outside of the pit. You can pick it up, you can try and
Damn,
plant it,
okay.
you position it. It is known absolutely everywhere.
Sorry for spoiling, by the way.
Time on the clock. You have
Where you going?
Stuck!
No!
No!
13-11, that is the scoreline, and Benkai can't believe it.
That was a good game.
That was good.
It is Paper X that managed to